I wanted to record this in the park where I did this muscle up in slow motion, but some kids came, started jumping around, screaming. I couldn't do that. So instead I'm gonna record it now. So it starts by you jumping onto the bar. You don't have to take much momentum or anything. Just let's say 2 feet from the bar and just jump to it. Naturally you will gain some swing, and when you get to the end of your swing, try to just extend as much as you can. So something like this, like a banana position, and basically what that will give you is that will rebound you. It will just work like a spring and it will shoot you upwards if you do it correctly. So after this step, as soon as you start going backwards, bring your knees as high as you can. Your legs should be bent because this way it is easier to bring them upwards, and you should just bring them as high as you can. Also with your arms you should do like a front lever position, just lean backwards, and if you have enough strength in your core, that should basically take you to the position where your knees are pretty much below the bar or next to the bar, and your hips are also pretty high. So what you do then is you fully extend your legs and just bring them down, and this works like a lever. Let's say this part is your legs and this part is your upper body. So when your legs are here bent, let's say, and you extend them and bring them down, it works like a lever, and your upper body actually gets onto the bar, if you understood this shitty example. And it should feel really weird at first, at least it did for me. When you push those legs down and you magically land over the bar, it's pretty weird feeling, but if you do it correctly, it doesn't require pretty much any pulling strength. I would say the hardest part is the technique, and the second hardest part is your core strength, because you must have a lot of core strength, not a lot of, but a good core strength in order to pull with your knees so high and so quickly, you know. So if I was you and I couldn't do it, what I would focus on is just going, let's say 3 or 2 times per week before your pull workout on the bars. Take some resistance bands with you and just experiment with that technique. Really try to learn that. Thanks to the resistance bands, it won't be that difficult for your core, so you can really focus on developing that proper technique. And yeah, just play around for like 20 to 30 minutes, but don't fatigue yourself before your pull workouts. You gotta do these weighted pull-ups or whatever you do. And the second thing I would do at the end of my workouts, also like 2 or 3 times per week, is just straight leg raises. So you hang on the bar and just raise straight legs and touch with your toes to the bar. And that should really improve your core strength. Also do it explosively, as fast as you can, but controlled at the same time. And if you keep doing these 2 things, you will literally learn that skill in like 2 weeks or even less. As you can see, I'm not the best in that skill because I literally learned that in like a few days. So I didn't work on it at all, but I just figured out the technique, and that's what is the most important here. If you have any other problems, just write a comment. I will really try to help you with that. And yeah, thank you for watching.